And she apparently like just backed down. She's like, oh,
never mind, I'm scared.
I wasn't talking about her.
Yeah, no, I my advice to all you young folk out there, someone pisses you off, just fuck them up. Like, it's just not going to stay on your record.
Another pod.
Start blowing my mind.
Are you insane?
You really are crazy.
My pussy's gone crazy.
We the Breast Podcast.
What's up, guys?
I'm Erika.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to Insanity Fair.
Do you mind, sir? Just licking his nuts right there.
Did you guys see the video that Twista put out?
No.
Twista.
I don't know her. Who is she?
Twista. Yeah, it is like a feminine word, isn't it? You know, Twista. Maybe.
Tiesto?
Twista. He's the rapper that Nick and I went to go see.
Yeah, I thought that sounded familiar.
Time.
I couldn't think of why.
He's rapped a lot with Kanye, right? Early on.
Yeah. Kanye West. He's known for being like a fast rapper, like one of the faster rappers. And he came out with a like a new music video to his like an old hit of his called "Overnight Celebrity."
Oh, that was the one with Kanye.
Yeah, it's got Kanye
Make
West
you a
on that
celebrity overnight.
But he had he had his drummer, dare I say, make an interesting twist on the track.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna play a little bit of it for you guys if that's cool.
Is he doing paintball?
He's doing the beat with the gun.
He's doing the beat with it.
Oh, that's not paintball.
Definitely
I don't have my glasses or contacts on. What the fuck? It's like, how can we make this video like white? I need more of a white audience. What can I do?
Bro, you know what would be cool? What if we had guns? And he's like, yeah, guns, okay? And then he's like, no, you don't get it.
He's
go to the beat.
He has the hey, safety first. You gotta respect it. He has the earmuffs on and everything.
Does he have glasses?
Oh, he does.
Glasses? That's
he
good.
does. This is a good gun safety
video.
Yeah,
Hope
video.
they show it at the gun range.
They're like, look, Twista is supporting
gun safety.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
This is what to do and what not to do. They're like, okay, so safety's there, but don't have two guns at once.
Is he gonna do it too? Does he have headphones on?
He does.
Does he have glasses on?
Yes.
He's prepared. It's like, how gangster are you?
Safety is gangster.
It is. It's the new gangster.
It's the new gangster. Bro, you gotta look where you're shooting.
You just hear, ah!
It's not even hitting the target.
I bet it's not. Like, can we get a view of the targets?
I know.
Can we get a camera angle pointing at the targets?
That's why they're not aiming at the targets.
Yeah. That shit's ridiculous, bro.
Oh, there's the handguns.
And that looks kind of how I look when I'm like stroking like the penis, you know? I'm like, I'll make you a celebrity overnight. I'm gonna start singing that song now.
Just claps instead of gunshots. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah, that's how I want it next time.
Do better.
Yeah. If you're not making the beat to Overnight Celebrity, then I don't want it anymore.
He's trying to come up on those top 5 Spotify wrapped ups next year. I think it's official. I think he's about to take the hood with that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the white hood, because they're
The
like,
white hood.
look, this guy is a black
That's what I
man
said. The
and
hoods.
he's safe.
You know.
Oh, the KKK hoods.
Oh,
So I didn't know Twista was running for president.
Is he really?
No, he's not.
like what?
I was like, I mean, that doesn't surprise me, or it wouldn't surprise me if Kanye was running again.
Yeah.
And then, Twista as his vice, his VP.
Oh Lord.
There was a year Kanye got quite a few write-ins, didn't he?
He did.
So stupid.
Did
Yeah.
y'all see that post where they were talking about how they made kids create different like I voted stickers, and the one that won was like this kid drew a head that was green that had like a spider body, and everybody
What the
voted
fuck?
for it. So whenever people voted,
I
They had
think
to
I've
have-
seen that.
this crazy great I voted sticker. Oh, his head is purple and pink. Look,
Let me see. I've seen this.
I was gonna say she can't see from there,
Man,
but it won.
so that's where that came from?
Yeah, it was a kid contest, and everybody voted for it.
That is funny.
Oh,
it is
yeah.
different,
Oh yeah,
Like I would
I
like
vote
to
for it.
Yeah, I'd like to rock that. I'd go vote just to get the sticker.
just to get it.
Write in Kanye. Go get the sticker.
Yeah, that's the average adult right there going to go vote. All red-eyed, no sleep,
All cracked out. Ah!
broken economy.
Have you looked at your Spotify like replay?
I did. This year was the first year ever that I'm not gangster. Tupac didn't make the cut. He does every year. I think I've been living in the suburbs for too long. So, the gangster in me is just not there anymore.
Do you remember like what's your like top song?
It was Been Like This, Doja Cat. So like my top artist was Doja Cat,
Yep,
Kanye, Elton John was in there, Ariana Grande, and Fleetwood Mac.
Nice. My top song was Flowers, Miley Cyrus.
You're like,
I was-
bitch, I can do this myself.
I was obsessed
Strong,
with that
independent
song when it
woman
came
over
out.
here.
Oh yeah.
I listen to that song a lot too, but apparently not enough. But I don't think you listen to music as much as I do.
Probably not.
Like I listen to music like for probably at least a couple hours every day.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to it on the drive, which my drive is like 10 minutes
Yeah,
at
and I
most.
also listen to it on my drives.
Yeah.
So that's like on top of the
The hours.
At least 2 hours. That's minimum
Yeah.
usually for me.
My top artists were Doja, then Ed Sheeran, then Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, and then Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, I'm surprised Lady Gaga wasn't on mine. I think she
Mhm.
was last year. I still listen to a lot of her music, but I was very obsessed with Fleetwood Mac this past year.
Mhm.
So
But also, you're
it makes sense to
pretty
me.
like diverse in your music in the sense that like how I get caught up in a song and I replay that song till it's like done with.
Mhm.
I don't think you really do that too much.
I kind of
Listen
do,
to an
but
artist.
but it's like more like an artist. Yeah, you're right about that. It's like there are songs that I do get caught up on. So like my top songs didn't match 100% with my top artist
Mm-hmm.
because there are songs that I'll listen to over and over again. Like
mm-hmm.
I think one of my top songs was "Say It Right" Nelly Furtado.
Mm-hmm.
But she was obviously not on my top artist because I didn't
Yep.
listen to a lot of her music.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to a lot of Fleetwood Mac. I think they were my number 3. I think it was Doja, Kanye, Fleetwood Mac, Ariana Grande, and Elton John was last.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it was a lot of pop,
Yeah.
and then Kanye is always there.
You know how they made a sandwich this year for like what was your top genres?
I don't recall.
You don't recall it? Look like that.
I think I just
You
skipped
skipped
that
through
one,
it. You're
maybe.
like, okay, what's my songs?
Yeah, I was sick. I was very
Yeah.
ill when I looked at it. So
True.
I think that's why I was
Mhm.
just not feeling good, just trying to pass the time because I couldn't sleep. But
Dude, you know what I was surprised with on mine is it said the genre. My last one though Contemporary country.
Contemporary country? What does that even sound like?
I don't know.
It's like, I feel like you don't even listen to a lot of country.
Not really. I mean, is it maybe like Tennessee whiskey?
Maybe.
Because I listened to that one a lot whenever it came out.
Huh.
Which,
Maybe.
Wait, did it even come out this year? I listened to it a lot this year.
That's a new song?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if it was this year or not. But either way, I know I listened to it a lot. Was it?
I think...
Or what artists are contemporary country?
So it would be like your Jason Aldean's, your Luke Bryan,
Taylor Swift!
Morgan Wallen.
See, she's pop now.
No, that's contemporary country. That's what it means.
Really?
No, I'm just fucking...
Oh.
Contemporary is like, I think it's like new, like modern age.
Yeah, so it's not like classic country.
So if you're not listening to like Willie Nelson or something like that, or Dolly, then you're probably like a contemporary country fan.
Interesting. Okay.
Makes sense to me. I think I listened to a lot of pop this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like usually like legit like gangster raps, a genre on mine every year. It was not.
It was not.
I was not thugging out. I'm not representing the Lower Valley this year. Just not working out. I'm not
Dallas.
I'm not a pimp anymore.
You guys saw Dolly Parton at the do the halftime show for the Dallas game?
Yes. Dude, she was wearing a cheerleader.
I don't even watch football, sir.
She was wearing the Cowboys cheerleaders. She was wearing one of their outfits.
Oh, was she? Like
shorts
exactly?
were a little bit longer, but yeah, exactly their outfit. She did have, I think, some type of like bodysuit on, of course, because her belly was like shimmery and shiny, and
okay,
she had like
so
this
like a nude,
jewel,
like a nude color,
like a nude. Yep, and she had like this jewel covering her belly button area.
Why are you bringing her up?
I had mentioned Dolly Parton, and I just popped in my head. Yeah, she did the Thanksgiving halftime show. She made who was old boy? What's old boy's name? That he does the brand new whip just hopped in. What's his Jack Harlow? Yeah, she ate him up, bro. He did the halftime show for the Detroit Lions game, and his shit would look like a little kid made it.
I saw
I heard about that. I
that.
didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I saw little clips of it, but there was like a fake snow globe and stuff, and real close up, it looked kind of cool. But if you were at the game,
you're like,
that looked like
that?
Felt bad for him.
What in the fucking?
They did him wrong.
I heard they tried to book Twista, but they wouldn't let him in with all the guns.
Oh yeah. They're like, sir, you can't. Where are you gonna shoot it? Like
gun safety. Remember?
What if they just did paintball guns?
That still hurts like hell.
It does hurt.
I've never done it, but yeah,
I've done paintball before. It
sounds
hurts.
horrible.
I mean, it sucks because I don't bruise easily, so nobody believed me that I got hit a lot. So my body just fucking hurt.
Just absorbed it.
Yeah, but there wasn't any bruises to show. Yeah, I don't bruise easily, so I'm like the perfect wife to beat. Because you beat me, it won't show.
It won't show.
I mean, I might fight back, but
and
it might show on you, and then I get fucking arrested.
Right?
For defending myself.
No. It was her. It was her.
He's the one with the black eye. There's nothing on you, ma'am. Like, I've legit given him a black eye before. It's my old days in high school.
It's the old ways.
Yeah, that was the old me.
You've grown since then.
I have grown a lot. Now I just cry when he makes me mad. Just like, I'm a changed woman.
Why am I so emotional?
Yeah, I just communicate now when I'm angry. It's
you're
lame.
You're like the Grinch. He's like, I'm leaking.
Yeah, what is this? It's adulting. Don't handle your problems by punching someone in the face, even though sometimes it makes you feel better.
Because it's against the law.
Yeah, can't do it no more. That's what I regret about growing up. Is I really wish I would have beat the shit out of more people.
Taken more risks.
Yeah, because I've, even though I said I just gave him a black eye when I was like in high school, it took a lot to get me to that point where I'm gonna just splash water all over your face.
It closed on me and got my nose all wet. Yeah, sorry.
It takes a lot to get me to the point where like I'm gonna be physical with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying it was right, but that's how you know he fucking deserved it. Because it takes a lot to get me to that point, like even now.
Yeah.
And I was always very tolerant when I was younger. I mean, I was mean verbally, but it's just like I'm not going to physically fight somebody if it doesn't make sense, or like if they hit me, obviously that's a different story. Like I'm gonna have to defend myself, but I'm never just gonna run up on anybody. And now I think back on it, I'm like, man, that was stupid. I wish I would have fucked up so many people because they fucking deserved it. I can't do that anymore.
I know.
I'll get arrested.
There was one time I went to concert/rave, and this girl like next to me, like there was like rows, and this girl next to me, she kept elbowing me to like move me out of the way because she wanted to be in front of me.
Yeah.
So I was like elbowing her back like slightly. And I just wish I would have decked her.
Yeah, you look back on that and you wish you were just
well,
like,
it was
bitch,
annoying, you know, like
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because she kept elbowing me, and so I kept like shoving her like with my arm because it's like, get off of me.
It's like when passive aggressive turns physical.
Yeah, and like my friends that were next to me had already let her in front of them, and so she was trying to push me out of the way. I was like the last one to get out of the way, and I was like, no. And so I was like pushing her back.
Y'all all should have stomped her ass. You
Seriously,
know, like
I went to the bathroom, and then apparently she was like talking all this shit, like saying like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Like I'm gonna fuck her up when she gets back and da-da-da-da.
Okay.
And I went by myself to the restroom, and my friends like got into it with her, like, who are you talking to? And like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you gonna do? Let's see. Do it then. And she apparently like just backed down. She's like, oh,
never mind, I'm scared.
I wasn't talking about her.
Yeah, no, I my advice to all you young folk out there, someone pisses you off, just fuck them up. Like, it's just not gonna stay on your record. It's like my little sister tells me all her drama and stuff, and I was like, beat their ass.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so and so, they won't stop talking about me. I was like, beat their ass. They'll ass.
They'll
and let them learn. She's like, no, I can't do that. I was like, yes, you can. No, but what? It's not. It's not gonna stay on your record.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what, Leilani?
You might go to juvie. That's it.
Yeah. At most.
At most. Yeah, that's extreme.
But you're sub 18. Like, you'll be okay, you know? Once you turn 18, you're fucked. You can't do shit like that anymore.
Within limitations, guys. Okay?
Oh yeah, no, like
There's
I'm like, don't like be like stabbing people out here or like beating somebody to the pole. But you give them a nice little like 3 or 4 piece and then like step over them and be like, yeah, bitch, like that's
do
good
it
enough.
again.
Yeah. You get detention or something. Like, you'll be fine. Just beat their ass. Because you're never going to have that opportunity again. These are missed opportunities.
Don't make the same regrets that we have.
I regret not beating enough people's ass because people were always talking shit about me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I would have beat their ass,
they wouldn't have been talking.
They would have
shit.
stopped.
Yeah.
Because all the real bitches that would have beat my ass,
Mm-hmm.
I was cool with all those girls. It's just all the fake ass
Yeah.
bitches that had a problem with me. Always. Hold on. I'm trying to get them out before he.
Yeah.
So right now it's holiday season. It's cruise season is over. Have you ever been on a cruise, Erika?
I have not.
I know Amanda hasn't, Craig. You've never been on a cruise.
How do you know? I didn't go with my sugar daddy.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
All right.
Just confirming.
I found it curious because, you typically think like vacation season, like summertime, people usually, that's the time usually people are going on cruises, going on the Carnival, whatever, Sandals cruise, whatever kind of cruises they got. Cruise season runs between May through October, but hurricane season runs between June and November. So do you think that you'd ever be concerned? Like would you first go on a cruise and, would you take the risk of, running into like a natural disaster while you're on vacation?
Yeah. I would.
That's why people shit. Absolutely not. I'm so scared of cruises.
Really?
Well, it's just, did you say you've been on a cruise?
No.
I'm like a bad listener. I'm like, did she say yes?
She's waiting to answer, waiting to give her throw her own shit out there.
I'm just thinking about myself. I'm just like, I'm scared to be in the water and like, just like absolutely anything can happen. And And I think about like being in close quarters with everybody or
Mhm.
close quarters with everybody. The food, like how nasty those kitchens must be. And, I don't do so well even flying. Like I get hella motion
Mhm.
sickness. Even when I'm in like buses and it's like real shaky, I get motion sickness. So I feel like I would for sure be sick the entire fucking time.
That is what I'm worried about, is I wouldn't be able to handle that. I've been on a boat before and I did have to take that medicine for motion sickness.
The Dramamine.
Yes. And so I had to take that. But as soon as I took it and it was in my system, I felt fine.
That shit usually makes you drowsy though.
I felt fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was good on the.
Do you have
little boat.
alcohol with it too?
Not in the beginning. I think like after. Why?
But you felt real good after that. You're not supposed to drink alcohol with it.
Oh, I had like 2 beers.
I bet those 2 beers felt like 4 beers. No.
No, they didn't feel too crazy, honestly.
That's because they give you that watered down beer probably in the cruises. They give you that.
It wasn't
that
a cruise.
3%. Oh.
It was just like on a boat. Like we went out deep
Just a
sea
regular
fishing.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. But could you imagine like saving up for your dream vacation somewhere and then like here comes a tsunami?
Oh my gosh. Have you all seen that movie? I think it's based on a true story, but they go on vacation and a tsunami comes.
Is it the one with Brad Pitt?
I don't know who it is.
Isn't there one with Brad Pitt? I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it the one with Tom Holland in it?
Yes.
It's called The Impossible.
Yeah.
It's about a family that go on vacation and
That is
tsunami
terrifying.
strikes. Exactly that.
Like,
yeah, like it makes me almost feel like I just don't ever want to plan my dream vacations by the water.
yeah.
Or
The ocean is
earthquakes?
scary.
Earthquakes too.
I feel like though, if you don't go by the water, then you can prevent that disaster. Earthquakes, I don't know how much you can really prevent from happening. Like,
I mean, yeah, it depends. Like I guess you have to know where the fault lines are. So if you're
Do some
going
research.
anywhere like near California, like I think like LA area, there's like real big fault lines,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like all the places you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Like
really
Andrea's
no
fault.
like rhyme or reason to earthquakes. They can give an estimate of like when something might occur because it's
Mhm.
been so many years. Oh, we might be due for one soon.
Yeah, that's
But
the
they,
thing. Like, we're
but they
due
really
for
don't
one.
know. Like, I think they know like up to a minute before it's gonna happen, and that's it. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck? That's too
How can
late.
I prepare?
Like, everybody run! You're all gonna die in a minute. Like, I'd rather just not know. Like, keep that to yourself, bro. Like, like, what am I gonna do in a minute? Like, there's nothing I
Just
can
panic.
do. Like, just you want to give me an opportunity to kill myself first before like this huge disaster strikes.
what would you not want to be doing during an earthquake or like a natural disaster? What's the one thing you would not want to be doing?
I feel like anything bathroom related. Imagine taking the worst shit of your life and like having to just pull your pants up and you just like, and you're already like mid shit. So you're just like shitting all over yourself with it's shaking and you're like, oh God.
You just pinch it,
Like,
Amanda.
what if you have diarrhea is what I'm saying. Like you can't just pinch it.
No.
Or if you're like throwing up, like you're just like,
Oh, that's the
and you're
one.
just like,
It's going over.
and then you're shitting also like,
So food poisoning.
yeah,
We
you don't
do
want
not
to have food
poisoning.
poisoning during an earthquake. That sounds disastrous. Imagine having to clean up all the earthquake mess and all your vomit and shit.
This is the worst. Then you have to go again, but the bathroom's all like disgusting.
Yeah. I'm just like, just call it at that point. I just like, just kill me. I don't
take
want
me.
to, I just don't want to go through that, like, yeah, but the whole earthquake thing, I saw like a documentary on it, and there's this thing that they do. They have these big tubes that they put into the ocean,
Mhm.
and they pull them out, and it kind of tells like a history of time of when there were earthquakes, and they measure the lines that like indicate, potential earthquakes, and depending on the line, they can see if maybe it was a bigger one or a smaller one. That's what they use to estimate if maybe we might get an earthquake. So they were going through it, and they can just only get an average because you can only create
Yeah.
patterns so much off of something that is like not super consistent. And they're like, yeah, according to all these lines, it's possible we can have an earthquake in 2 years or 200 years. Like, what the fuck? What kind of estimate is that?
Can you recalculate, please?
What? Excuse me? So you mean that like in 2 years, if that, I'm just going to have to be on edge.
At all times.
Yeah,
like walking, holding the wall. Everywhere you go.
Every minute of the day. Like and that's if it doesn't come sooner.
Like never take an elevator.
Yeah, like you're just going to take all these flights of stairs like after you hit that 2-year mark because you're afraid that
there's going to be an earthquake.
A big disastrous earthquake because all the fault lines that meet, I think it's like the San Andreas fault line and some other one where they meet in California. It's been a long time since they've had a big disastrous earthquake and they basically said it's any moment now. So I'm like, I've always
don't go over there.
Yeah,
now.
I've always wanted to live in California, and I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll take my chances with the tornadoes. They're fine. I think tornadoes are cool. Earthquakes are not.
Dude, did I ever tell you? So when we first moved out here, I didn't know that they did like the siren checks and everything. But my brother-in-law Matt, he was living with us for a while, and we all went to the gym over there at our apartments. And Nick's like in the middle of a set for like a chest press. Is that what it's called? Chest press? Yeah, chest press. And the sirens start going off. And we're like, hey, maybe we should go. And Nick's like, just one more set. I just got one more set. It's fine.
Are we in war?
He's like, no, but it's fine, guys. Like, just one more set. So he keeps going. And like this lady walks into the gym. She's like, yeah, you guys seeking shelter in here too? Because I feel like it's safer than my apartment. I don't want that building collapsing on me or like whatever. And Nick's just going at it with his one more set. He's like, yeah, that pre-workout hit.
Bro, I feel like that would be an even more dangerous place because of all the equipment. Like if the building gets shaken up, like if it is a really big tornado, of course, and like just weights falling off and shit, like rolling around. Like, what the fuck was that lady thinking, man?
I don't know.
You know, left the safety of her apart. Don't do what that lady did or what Nick did.
Yeah,
these are both examples of what not to do. This lady left the safety of her apartment to go somewhere that is probably more unsafe.
And Nick did one more set. And we walked to the gym, so we had to walk back. Yeah, had to walk back. And it was like, so windy walking back, and like the clouds were green and
like that episode of SpongeBob where it's like Krusty Krab pizza when like the wind's blowing at them. Yeah, I mean, the tornadoes never really scared me that much, to be honest. I probably should be more scared of them. Mark was just terrified the first time that it happened. And every time the sirens go off, he fucking trips out. And it pisses me off because, like, almost every time I've been, like, asleep. And he wakes me up. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Just let me die in my sleep, bro. Like, I don't know how many...
go peacefully.
I don't know how many times I got to tell you. So the first time it happened, I actually didn't hear them. I was, like, at home, like, watching TV. I was like relaxing and stuff, and he was at a friend's place that was in the same apartment complex, and he said he hears the sirens going. Like he just books it, runs to the apartment, comes in, he's all sweaty. He's like, "You didn't hear that, you know?" And I'm just like, "No." And he's like, "The sirens are going off." He's all tripping out, looking like out, like looking at the blind,
stations,
like it's the apocalypse or something. Like he's waiting for somebody to like approach, and
oh my god,
yeah, it was crazy. And then the next time I think we were here. I was asleep and the sirens started going off. I was asleep right here. We had the beanbag bed out. And he's just like, hey. And I'm like, what? He's like, the sirens are going off. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Like, and I just like rolled back over, put the blankets over. And he's just like,
don't wake me again.
He's like pacing, you know, like looking out the window again. Like
the first time my sister Michelle came to visit with the kids and Matt, they were sleeping in our living room and the sirens went off and she like knocks on their bedroom door and she's like, hey, the sirens are going off. What are we supposed to do? And so I look at Nick. I was like, hey, babe, like, what do we do? He said, just go back to sleep. And Michelle's like, everyone put your shoes on. So she had everyone put their shoes on and like cuddle up together.
Do what? What are the shoes gonna do?
And then like when she finally moved out here, she was like, I just want you to know that when I Googled it, it says one of the first things you should do is put your shoes on. And for a while, whenever there'd be the siren going off when she's over there in Frisco, the kids would get in the bathtub with their shoes on.
Oh my god! Get the shoes. Well, you can't find. Is it like kind of like when you go like in Mexican household, or I guess in any household, You go get the groceries and you just put on the first pair of shoes that you see. So somebody has like heels on, you know, tornado sirens going off. They can only find the hills, you know.
You're trying to put
mom's
on like your
heels.
kid's shoe. Like, it doesn't fit.
Mismatching shoes. I can't find the other pair.
One's a heel, one's a tennis shoe, so you're like off
Like-
level.
Yeah, I wonder why. I mean, I guess if there's like, if you get trapped up under rubbish or something.
In the rubble. Yeah. Well, yeah. So like, if you, the point, I think she said she looked it up and is like, if your house caved in and stuff, there's gonna be broken glass and things like
Yeah.
that. So you want to have shoes on, that way you're not stepping on that stuff with the barefoot.
Yeah, I might get my face cut up and the rest of my body, but at least my
At least
feet,
your feet
at
are
least my
good.
feet will be a-okay. Be kicking shit with my heel, with my one heel, be kicking through all the.
Your leg's cut off, but it has a shoe.
Yeah, it has I got the shoe on it though. Yeah, use my leg, my amputated leg with the heel.
To push rubble around.
glad I put the shoes on.
Good job. So you got a cough.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
This will be nice for Marcos. That way, when you hear it, when you see a spike in the sound, that's when you know.
Yeah. I should just do this all the time to make editing easier.
Yeah. In between. Mess him up. He's like, which one is it?
No, that scream needs to be in there.
How much time do you guys like spend preparing in your minds, at least, for like worst case scenarios, since we're on the topic of natural disasters?
Dude, I think about worst case scenarios all the time. When we went to Tucson, they have javelinas that walk around like all over the place that they live. And every so often, like, you have to be quiet and stuff. And they're not aggressive unless like you charge them. But there was one that was kind of like squaring up. Like every time like we made a
Damn.
sound, he would like look at us all crazy. I was like, okay, what would I do if it started charging towards me? Like, what direction do I need to run? Do I run back inside? Is it going to chase me? Are they going to close the door? Like, I think of those things just in case.
Have you looked up what you should do?
With a javelina, no.
Do you square up or you run away? I wonder. Do they have tusk?
They do, I think.
Grab them by the tusk. Oh, you motherfucker.
Steer them a different way.
Yeah. What if you're in a group, you just jump the javelina? Yeah,
Jump
bitch.
it. Well, they usually, I think, travel in like packs.
Oh,
like, this
damn.
one had
So you're
two.
going to get jumped by the
Yeah.
javelina. I mean, I feel like it depends. Like, I don't say that I necessarily all the time think about worst case scenarios, but when I do, it's pretty dark. Like, it's usually stuff that I guess I'm afraid of,
Mhm.
which there's a lot of things that I'm not afraid of, but there's also a lot that I am.
There's enough to be like, yeah. I think
Yeah, so like every time we go on a road trip, I always imagine that I'm just gonna crash to my death. I'm like, this is it. Like, we're all gonna die in a terrible accident. Me and my whole family, and we're gonna burn. The car's gonna explode, and no. So I have
it.
I have a lot of anxiety when I do stuff like that. I think that's why I
Mhm.
like to drive, because I'm very restless
Yeah.
when we're driving. So I feel like I have more control if I'm doing it, and I stay awake because I'm
Mhm.
stressed the fuck out. But I don't know. I wouldn't say that I think about it all the time, you
Yeah.
know, constantly the way that you say you do. But there are moments where,
Well, it's like, for me, it's like to the point where like if I'm standing or sitting like for a long time in the same spot and I
Mhm.
look up and I see like a big light, I'm like, what if that hit me? Like, would it kill me? Or should I like move to the left a little bit? That way it would miss me and just hit my shoulder.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I think of stuff like that.
No, I think I'm a little more dark. I think when I'm having bad moments, I'm just like,
I'm going to die.
I wish I would just die right now. I wish this house would just cave in and hit only me.
And hit only me.
Yeah, like
But you don't think of like stuff like that. Like, your mind isn't just like, oh, if
when-
this falls over, it's going to hit my leg. Like, would that really hurt? Or like, I don't know. I just think of stupid stuff like that all the time.
No, just when I'm depressed, I'm like, I wish this thing would fall over and hit my leg.
You hope for the worst.
Put me out of my misery.
You know how they say like prepare for the worst and no, expect the worst, but hope for the
Hope
best.
for the best.
Yours is the opposite.
Like hope for the worst and expect the best. You know, like I'm not like just all depressed all the time, guys. Like It's just, I have moments, okay?
They're just moments.
Don't call the hotline.
Don't call
I'm fine, I swear. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm crying during those moments, but okay. I'm usually just like,
with your arms up.
yeah, take me, God. Whatever. And if I'm going to heaven, if heaven is a place, I don't think I'm going to get in. I think I'm going to have to scam my way in.
Scam your way in.
I think I'm going to have to scam my way in.
How would you do it?
I don't know how I would do it. I think I would have to know how everything works, you know? Like,
That's the problem.
Am I like in purgatory? Am I like in hell? And
have you seen the... No, you haven't. I know you haven't. There's a movie animated. It's called Soul. And pretty much it says like whenever you die, your soul kind of like waits in this line. And then like at that point...
I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Watched it with Leah.
Oh.
I'm a kid.
Yeah. Still, I feel like some things you're like, eh.
Yeah, no,
It'll be on the background. But you know how like they wait in the line?
Mhm.
Let's say that's the situation.
I don't remember enough. I remember the line.
But just that, there's a line. So then like you get to the end of the line.
And you have to convince them.
Yes. Or pretend that.
I'm doing my Lady Gaga Bad Romance dance routine. That's how I'm going to convince them. Because I bet you if there's a God that he likes Lady Gaga. How are you going to turn somebody down who's doing Lady Gaga? Like, come on.
It'll be just like I'm trying to think of. What's that cheerleading movie?
Bring It On.
It'll be like Bring It On. They'll be like, yeah, we already got 5 other people. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, doing the same Lady Gaga routine. I mean, I can pull something else out, you know? Like, I just need some time. I need to start preparing. I play a lot of Just Dance, so...
Just choose another song.
Yeah, I'm like, just pick your other favorite Just Dance song. I promise you I'll do it for you, God. You know, like...
You tell me which one.
Yeah, I'll do interpretive dance for you.
Interpretive dance.
Do the crumping. I mean, at the very best, I make him laugh. Him, her, they, whatever. Laugh. And they're like, all right.
You can get it.
All right. I like you. Because there's no way I'm gonna commit. Like, I'm not a bad person. Like, deep down inside, I am a good person. I do a lot of good things. I just don't like show it all the time with the things that I say. You know, I'm a big actions person. But it's gonna be really hard to convince like the almighty God, like, oh, I did this and this and this. And then he's gonna be like, well, you also made fun of orphans on multiple occasions. I'm like, I did do that, but you know, like I also bought Christmas gifts for the orphans, you know? Like there was this
you're like, I see you're listening to Insanity Fair.
Are you a fan or no?
Please say yes.
I hope so. Yeah, there was this one time, it was a while ago. I think I had just graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
There was this family who lost everything, lost their home and like all their personal belongings because of a fire.
Oh my gosh.
And this was a person that I think my aunt and uncle knew through their church group. So they were taking like any donations. I had just graduated from high school. I had a kid. I didn't have a job. Like I like had nothing to give. So I went through all of my clothes and damn near gave up all of my clothes.
Yeah.
So I had like, and it was not just clothes that I didn't want. It was just like, I was just trying to, you know, I guess put myself in their shoes and I could always get new clothes. Little did I know I was going to be broke for a very long time after that.
You wore the same shirt for
yeah. I gave them good shit. I gave them my Nike Pros. I gave them a lot of shit because I don't know. Like I wanted to do good. I didn't expect anything for it.
Which I think that's the good part, you know.
But after that, like I said, I did not expect to be broke for that long afterwards. So every time I didn't have something to wear, I'd be like, God damn it, those fucking burn victims have all my clothes.
Have y'all seen it said like there's a homeless person and it was like, this could be you. And it said, So I put my $5 back in my pocket because that could be me.
You're like, I gotta protect myself first. I'd always be like, God damn it, these burn victims wearing my Nike shit, my good shit. I'm over here wearing Target brand shit. What the fuck? I'm shopping at Walmart now because I'm so fucking broke while they're over there wearing my Lululemons. What the
My
fuck?
Lululemons.
Like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I was so things like that. Like, I'd be like, God, I donated like my whole wardrobe to this family who was in need. And they're like, oh, well, you also complained and called them burn victims for very many years after that because you had no clothes to wear.
But no one donated to me. No.
Like, you're right. I did do that.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to defend myself?
It's called balance.
How am I supposed to defend myself? Like, if somebody brings that up, I'd be like, I'm not going to lie.
I'm not gonna lie. You're not
I
wrong.
was like, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I just,
True.
doors over there. Yeah,
All right.
I'm gone. Are you sure you don't? Okay. All right.
It's like an elevator. You're like, so up or down?
Yeah, I keep like looking back, like I'm walking away.
This is me going.
pressing the button.
The homeless out here in Dallas are pretty bold. I had a dude who I was going to 7-Eleven and he was like, hey man, he's like, why don't you go in there and get me a hot dog, bro? Not like, hey.
Damn, he made you his bitch.
Why don't you go do that?
He's like, hey man, go get me a pizza. Go get me a hot dog or something, bro. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Do we know each other?
I went to Chipotle and there was a lady out there and she had like a paper and I didn't really pay attention to her. I just kept on walking and then I was like, maybe she's hungry, you know? So I went back out there and I was like, are you hungry? Would you like some food? I'd be happy to buy you a meal. And she was like, no, I need money for rent. I owe $600 and I can't do it. I'm like, sorry, I can't help you with that. I'll get you some food. Like,
you want some Chipotle?
Yeah, but I can't give you $600.
I'll let you put guac on it, you know, even though it's extra.
You want some chips? Let me get you a drink for $3.
She like just looks down at her sign and says, we'll work for crack. I'm like,
yeah, I had this lady, like down here that this ghetto Target over here. I don't go to ghetto Target anymore. But when I did go to ghetto Target, I was with Aaliyah and this woman approaches me. She's like, oh, you know, I don't mean no harm, or said something to that extent. And she's like, oh, I need formula, you know, for my grandson. I need money to get formula for him. And then I'm just like, at that point, I was like on a budget. I was already tight as it was. But I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't have the cash. Like, I only have enough cash for like what I'm going to buy. But I had a credit card. So I was like, tell me what you need. And if you need food, like, I'll get it for you. And she was like starting to follow me and stuff. And I was like, no, if you wait, like, you can wait here. Like, just tell me what you need and stuff. So me and Aaliyah go in and I start picking out like food and stuff, you know, and I'm trying to pick items too that Aaliyah would still eat or I would still eat
in case they didn't want to
afterwards, in case that she was gone. Cause I just had I had a weird feeling about her. And I'm over there trying to figure out what formula to get because I'm like, I've had a kid before. Like, I know that not every baby,
or if they have colic,
homeless or not, you know, like can tolerate
certain formulas,
any formula. And I never saw the baby, by the way. So I was like, I got the food and then I was going to go right out to ask her, oh, what formula, you know, do you need? And then like, she was gone. Like, nowhere to be seen. I saw that bitch just, what was it, like a month ago? So this happened years ago.
Oh,
I saw that
update.
I saw that same bitch in Sam's Club. So same area, coming up, saying the same shit. Like, oh, I mean no harm or something like that. And then, but she was asking about money for something else. I'm like, where'd your grandson go, bitch? Like, so I'm just like, these motherfuckers are scamming right now. Like, hella scamming.
There is a news report a couple years ago, I think, where it showed this homeless person with their sign and everything. People were giving them money. And then, let's say like 2 hours later, because there was someone that suspected that they're frauding people.
Yeah.
They get into like this nice like Benz. A Mercedes Benz, and they drive off.
I've heard of a lot of people doing that. Maybe we should fundraise for our podcast like that.
Start panhandling.
But like dressed like this though, just like see how many people we can
Help me.
Or we just have like one of those signs. Like, have you ever seen that meme? It's like, give us money because we're pretty.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like an older picture.
Yeah.
Like I think it's in black and white.
Mm. Give me money because I'm pretty. I saw
That's called OnlyFans.
I saw this post and it was the back of a car and it said we're going on girls trip, pay for our drinks, and it was like their Cash App or something.
Yeah.
And it was these guys.
I've seen people do that. I'm like, we just need to do that one of these days. Just like ride all over our cars and just drive everywhere.
If we go on that podcast conference.
Oh, we
should
definitely
do that.
be like, it's my birthday. Buy me a drink.
Buy me a drink.
Honk. Only if after you send the money.
Yeah. Don't be rude.
Yeah. We should definitely do that and see how much we get.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
And remember to please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at InsanityFair_. Psychos, we'll see y'all next time.